Good day, everyone. This is Love Your Life, Live Your Dream, Week 1. This week, we're going to talk about what we're going to cover in the next 4 weeks. My name is Andrea, and I am a former educator and counselor. I worked with family systems from birth to death, as well as in special ed. I am married, and I have one adult son. So, a little bit of information about me, and in the seminar, we are going to cover several quadrants of your life. We're going to cover your career, finances. We are also going to cover what dreams and visions you have in those areas. Okay, health, we're going to cover that. What are your dreams and visions in your health? And relationships. How are relationships working for you? Do you feel like you have really great relationships with people at work, in your family life? So we're going to cover that. What I'd like you to do during this 5-week period is focus on one area of your life that you're really going to intensely look at and follow this process with. And this seminar, as you can see, is being brought to you by Aaron Community Cultural Center and Seymour Insurance Services. You can contact us at www.and3csbsm.com. That's www.and3csbsm.com, or call us at 1-800-527-4184. And as you can see, our little banner up above me, it tells you some of the services we provide for the Los Angeles community and worldwide online as we're doing this class. We have shared housing, and individuals that's interested in shared housing can go online and look at our housing process. We're transformational, even though we're under transitional housing. Transformational means that you have a goal, dream, desire for yourself, and that you need support getting there. And different people wind up in transitional or transformational housing due to different challenges that they've had in life, and so now they want to get back on track and move forward with their dreams, goals, and visions. We also provide insurance. That's one of our fundraisers that we do, is individuals that need Medicare, life, health, dental, vision, and travel insurance. Yes, traveling will be coming back. They can give us a call at 1-800-527-4184, or go to www.and3csbsm.com. Look at our little cheat sheet. We have a list of links that's right there. You can just click on them. It takes you right to those services. And right on the beginning of the web page, we have our food giveaway. We're mostly known for that every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. We have a grocery giveaway. People drive up or walk up and they receive a bag of groceries, or a box. Usually it's a box of groceries. And if you've seen any of the videos, you can see that they're pretty robust boxes. And so one of the easiest ways to register for that ahead is go to www.and3csbsm.com, register for your groceries. We'll check your name off when you come, drive up or walk up, and you'll have your groceries for your family. We try to give enough for a week, but it depends on the family. We understand that as well. Okay, so now the first part of this class, we talked about an area that I wanted you to benefit from. You choose one of those areas, and then you're going to focus on that through this process. I want to teach you a breathing exercise, because if you don't learn to breathe and you don't feel comfortable, it is very difficult for you to move ahead with your goals when you're struggling with just feeling stressed out all the time. So we don't want you there. We want you like cool, calm. We don't want you to get emotionally charged about stuff all the time, because many times people are emotionally charged, and that's where the challenges start. So I'm going to play Andrea's Day, Rise. Everybody pretty much know the song by Andrea Day that says, rise, rise. So I'm going to play that, and I want you to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, like you're blowing out a candle on a cake, or you could do a ha breath. Sorry, trying to get these glasses straight. It's inhale, exhale. That's a ha breath. And some people even do the ha breath. Whichever one works best for you. I like to inhale, exhale, like I'm blowing out a candle on a cake. And we're going to do this for a couple of minutes so you have an opportunity to just kind of breathe and relax and get focused on the class here to receive all you're going to learn. Okay, so here we go, and I'm put the mic on.
Living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Ooh, mountains, we gon' walk it out, and ooh, mountains, and I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I'll like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
During this process, it's about rising and doing it 1,000 times again. You might have goals, dreams, and visions, and you might say, I wanted to do that as a kid, and I always thought about it, but I just never did it. So this is a great opportunity. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. This class is for individuals of all ages. If you just retired, this is a great class for you because it's going to help you get honed in on your goals, dreams, and visions. Because what is retirement? There's many people that never thought about retiring. And then when they retire, they're like, well, what do I do? And then some people say, I don't want to retire because I don't have anything to do. So this is giving you a chance to do some self-exploration and introspection about what do you really want to do? What gives you life? What makes you feel good? What gives you energy when you get out of bed in the morning? You know, there's some people get up, if you remember the Pooh series, Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore just kind of drug along. He was the donkey that says, hi, Pooh, how's it going? Then he had Winnie the Pooh, woo, good morning, and his friend Owl was all wise. So we all have those friends, and we all have those moments in our life, but it's about staying balanced. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not negative, it's not positive. It's all in how you react to it and how you look at it, okay? Because people are going to be who they are. They're going to do what they do. But you get to make choices, and you get to choose how you're going to deal with it all the time. Everything that comes at us and hits us, we get to deal with it. And we're in a very highly charged, emotional environment right now. But we have to make choices every second of our life, how we're going to deal with it, how we're not going to let it affect us. So the first process is, I want you to write out your name. This sheet is on the group, the Facebook group. So you don't have to think about, well, where am I going to get this information? Everything's out there for you. Just go to our Facebook group, look for a Facebook group, Love Your Life, Live Your Dream, and it's going to take you right there. You'll be able to download the information. You'll be able to use it. I want you to write your name, your age. You might say, well, write my age. I know how old I am. That's good. Because, see, this is a process that you use over and over in your life, and you're going to evolve. You're going to get older as you use the process. Okay, so think about that. How many brothers and sisters did you have? It's very important for us to really think about how many brothers and sisters, our birth order. It affects everything we do. Okay, your position in the family system impacts how you do life. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that, but just know it does. And you can do some additional research on birth orders. When I looked at my birth order, I was like, ooh, I'm right on the money. Okay, I'm right on the money. And you just have to know who you are, where you are, and then you can take your energy and use it where you need to use it. You don't have to get stuck in that role. You can move. We evolve. We change. And you might be in that role in your family system, but you're never in that role in your career life. Okay, so just keep that in mind. What is your occupation, your career, or your vocation? Because in some countries they use the word vocation rather than career or vocari. Okay, health. What is your health like? Are you in really great health? Would you like to improve your health? Do you have some health goals, nutritional goals? Do you want to cut back on sugar? Do you want to exercise more? If you're exercising once a week, you might want to step it up to twice a week. I recently was at a seminar and the doctor said, as you mature, if you do 100 minutes of exercise a week, you're great, because exercise have evolved over the years. Everybody was jogging and running at one time. Well, they got shin splints. There was a whole lot of stuff went with that particular exercise, and they found it's not a great one. Then people got into biking. I was an avid biker when I was younger. I love biking. Well, there's people on the road that'll run you off on your bike these days. They're not as kind as they used to. And they've tried to implement the bike lanes again, but not doing the bike out. I ride my bike in my house, and I love anywhere from 15 to 60 minutes a day is what that's my goal. I do walk. I like to walk. And just when I walk, it gives me energy. And one of the other things I do that keeps me really balanced, I go to the beach at least once a week. Now, I don't always get out my car because the beaches in LA they're packed. Okay, and don't let it be a sunny day. So I cruise down and I drive along the coast in my car. I park my car, sit on the hill, and I look at the beach, and it just balances me out. There's a couple of times I'll go and sit and park, and my car is on an incline, and I'm making my phone calls because I'm sitting by the beach making the phone calls. And it's really nice. It's cool. I've got the windows down and I'm getting the ocean air. So you figure out what's going to keep you relaxed, going to keep you in that, some people call it a Zen moment, whatever it is. Okay, so health, relationships. What are your relationships like with your significant other, with your children? Can you improve those relationships? How can you improve them? Think about it. And if they're willing to invest, and most of all, you're willing to invest, there's a meeting in the middle there. You can't want to do all the investing and think that they're going to change unless they want to change. If you invest, you do what you do, and just kind of leave the rest there. Okay? There's one person who used to say, give it to them on credit. Okay? You're going to share love, compassion on credit. You just be who you are, as kind as you want to be, and whatever they do, it's okay. Not only kids, it could be co-workers, whatever. You don't want to be a doormat where people are walking on you and taking advantage, but there's a balance. And that's part of learning that right now with relationships in this. So we talked about occupation, we talked about health, we talked about relationships, finances. Woo! That's one that's often a challenge for people. What's your budget like? Do you have a budget? There's information, of course, as an insurance broker, we also have information for individuals who want information on budgeting. People that's in shared housing, we have a budget. We have it on computer. So all of those are resources we provide for individuals, and we have no problem with giving you that as well. If you're taking the class, just on the Facebook group, say, hey, I'd like to get the budget. I'll send it to you. And it just organizes everything for you. Now, it's important. Some people say, well, you could just ask if a person is married or single. I'm going to give you the different terms for you to think about, because sometimes people don't see themselves in particular categories. Are you married? Are you engaged? Are you in a long-term relationship or dating? Do you have a significant other? Pick one of those categories when you see it on the form. It's there for a reason, because each of those relationships impact you and affect you differently. And you relate to people differently in each of those categories. So that's why they're there. What are your goals for this time in your life, this area of your life that you're going to focus on? If you're focusing on careers, what are my goals? Do I want a new job? Do I want to move up in my career? Do I want to make a lateral move? If I move up, what's required of me? Do I need to spend more time and energy at work? Am I going to supervise people? It's a lot of people, their ultimate goal is, I want a supervisory position because I get to tell everyone what to do. Well, that's also good to tell everyone what to do, but the other part of being a supervisor is the responsibility. Sometimes people think they want that responsibility, but when they actually have the responsibility, they start realizing, whoo, this is 24/7. Yes, it is. You get calls coming in. I mean, I can remember working in my car, okay, driving down the freeway. Back then we had traffic, but it wasn't quite as bad. But I don't ever recommend that for people either. But when you have several things you're doing at work, you start figuring out ways to get it done without taking up your entire life. So, but it's a balance. And that's part of what this class is about. This seminar is figuring out the balances for your life, okay? And for that particular area. For the health, can you walk, okay? Do you walk in love and forgiveness for relationships? Because many times people will get angry at people, and it's like, there's a delete button on the computer, and they have totally deleted that person out of their mind, body, and spirit. Okay? When you walk in love, even the people who delete you, you can still love them, because you're not attached to, I've got to be angry with you. I got to stay upset with you. It's not where your energy goes. It's like about, I want to love you, and I can love you from a distance. I don't have to talk negative about you. I don't have to be mean to you to love you from a distance, because, for a lot of people, their whole life evolves around being wise but loving other people and walking in forgiveness. See, when we don't walk in forgiveness, it impacts us more than the other person. As you have to walk around, like there was a cartoon on the Flint's cartoon character named Sleprock. He's walking around like Sleprock going, when he shows up, it was like a dark cloud around him all the time. And people who don't walk in love and they're walking in unforgiveness, they got this little dark cloud that they have that follows them around. Or they're like Eeyore. Oh, hello. So anyway, think about it. You are the person that can do introspection and analyze you better than anybody else, okay, if you're willing to. If you're only hearing your voice in your head, okay, we're going to be working on that future weeks, okay? We're going to be working on it if you want to. And if you don't, it's okay. Financially, we talked about the budget. We talked about, there's also some people do what's called a spending log. They write down everything they spend money on, or they actually put it in their phones, because people aren't really writing anymore. They're putting it in their phones. I know if I had to write everything and carry a little pad around with me like they do in some of the budgeting classes, I'd never get it done, because it's easier for me to put it in the phone. I may have my phone with me. I'll keep up with it in the phone. Housing. Do you want to purchase a home, or are you looking to be a real estate investor? A lot of people, when I'm talking on the insurance side, their whole goal is, well, I want to invest. I want to just buy a piece of property, or I want to work with a group. So whatever your goal is in that one. Please share this on your social media with other individuals. We would love to have other individuals get this information and just really share it. That's part of our goal in this class. We want to be of assistance to individuals who want to transform their lives. Okay, and we talked about the breathing exercise. We did it. We went through the experience of doing the breathing exercise. And one thing I want you to keep in mind is that it's your homework. Yeah, I'm going to give you another piece of homework in a minute. One is the form that you're going to fill out on the website. If you haven't downloaded it, you'll fill that out. That's your homework. And the class is set up for an hour. I wanted to back up and tell you that. I say 4:30 to 5:30, and we'll send it out different times for people. However, it's okay. You get to really, you're going to spend about a half hour with me. The other half hour you're going to do, that's your homework. I wanted you to block out that hour, because what happens with individuals, if we were in class an hour, they turn the video off and then go, let me do something else, okay? Or they rush off. So if you have an hour blocked off, we spend a half hour together, and the other half hour you're actually doing your homework and introspection. There you go. So that's your hour of time for you a week. I also want you to take out a half hour, if you can, of every day, and spend personal time with just you and you alone. People do it different ways. Some people take that and that's their spiritual enrichment time. That's fine. Some people do a bath or a spa time in their bathroom. That's cool. Some people walk, some people exercise. It's good if you can combine it, but it's even great if you can separate it out. So now we go from a half hour to an hour. It depends on your time. I don't want you to feel stressed about anything that you're committing to during this time. If you can't achieve the half hour a day, do 15 minutes. It's fine. It's about setting a pattern so you can transform your life. It's like even if you're changing your diet, many people want to go in if the doctor tells you, okay, you have hypertension, you have to take this, this, and this out your diet. There are times when you have to take it out immediately, and you have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it works for a lot of people, and they can do it right away, radically. Other people have to say, okay, I'm going to take the pork off. Just take the pork out of my diet. This week the pork goes. And they take things one step at a time until they can meet the criteria on that diet menu. So that's like our life. We have to take it one step at a time. And then you have little celebrations along the way. If you give up pork, okay, what's your celebration? I'm going to do a walk, or I'm going to go watch a movie. I'm going to take 2 hours out and watch a movie in my house, okay? And I know sometimes people like to go out, but whatever your reward is for yourself, then that's what you're going to commit to. Okay, the next thing is this sheet. You're going to see a sheet like this on the website. And this sheet is going to have the various areas like career, health, relationship, and finances. Some sheets have spirituality on them that I have out there. So either one, but you can change that one to finances if you'd like. And as we go through these sessions, you're going to put notes here for yourself. The notes will allow you to make a commitment to you. And I also like to, as we connect together, if there's different videos or subject matters that you have an interest in, they're there for you. On our website, www.an3csbsm.com, we have health tips. Anyone that comes to this class can go to the website, click on the health tips, and just use some of those health tips. We have information on breathing. When people want information on insurance, we have some breathing tips right there. And you say, well, what the heck does breathing have to do with insurance? It has a lot. People get tense when they think of certain things in their life. So we put some breathing exercise out there so you can stay zen. We want you calm. If you're relaxed, you can accomplish your goals. If you're stressed, you can't. First of all, your health might be impacted. So you want to do the breathing so you can feel relaxed. You can move into your goals. You want to think about what gives you life, what gets you excited, what wakes you up in the morning, okay? For a lot of people, it's just thinking about, I'm going to have an opportunity to dream, okay? One of the activities that I want you to do as you're writing this out, I want you to close your eyes as you're doing the breathing, okay? Inhale. Exhale, blowing out the candles on the cake. And I want you to see yourself in that new spot. For example, if you are choosing a new career, what is that career? What education does it take? Where would I do that career? Would I stay in the same state I live in? Do I need to go to another state? See yourself there. For example, when we were at the school, now the Youth Academy is online, but when we physically go out to the schools, one of the activities I'd have the youth do is, after we do breathing, is tell me where you went during the breathing exercise. And some of them would say, well, I thought about the beach. I thought about, I want to do something, or I want to get a job. And I would put a lot of pictures around the room too. And I also did this with clients when I would do breathing as a counselor. I'd have a lot of pictures and I'd put them up in the room and I'd say, pick a picture, pick an area you want to go to. Some people find the desert very relaxing. Others find the ocean, like me, I'm an ocean person, or water or lakes. That's relaxing for me. Some people found the mountains and looking at the tall trees, the timberline. That's relaxing for them. You start thinking about what's relaxing to you. And then you want to have those pictures around you. Now, the least expensive ways to get the pictures, now we have the internet. You can go out there on the internet, download a couple of pictures and put them in your phone, or you can put them on your iPad, and then you always have it. The other thing I want to talk about that's really stressful for people, and I didn't talk about it, is the phones. We have a lot of people, they get into a whole zone. They get into an imaginary space in life because they're using games on the phone or the computer or the iPad. And that's the world they live in. Narcissism is one of the most popular psychological diagnoses now because of this and social media. People create their own world out there on social media. They're a star in social media. They can be a star in the gaming world. So it's about finding out where you want to be and how you want to make changes. For a lot of people, it might be, excuse me, I'm playing games 8 hours a day. Even if I'm doing other activities, I'm on here playing the game 8 hours a day, 12 hours, 16 hours. You know, you have to stop and ask yourself, how am I spending my time? Am I spending my time in ways that's healthy and productive? Or am I spending my time doing things that are really not healthy and productive for me at all? Okay, so when you can think of those activities and then figure out what's going to be the best way for me to do this, you're going to breathe and let go. We're going to end with breathing. I want everyone to get their homework done. Yes, I'm still an educator that likes you to get your homework done because it's about you. It's not about anyone else. And I'm going to play some more of Rise Up. Okay, and we're going to end with some breathing. And then I'll have a few closing remarks. And we'll end week 1. All right.
Down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round. You can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,008 times again. And I'll rise up, I'll like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,008 times again. The silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet.
Okay, everyone, when you listen to the song, you can hear the pain in her voice. You can hear the intent in her voice. And my question to you is, are you ready to walk through your pain and your challenges and be intentional as she is in that song, to rise up and move into your goals, dreams, and visions? That's your challenge for this week. As you do your homework for the next half hour, ask yourself, what do I really want to do with this time? You are making a commitment to you and only you. Okay? So, with that said, have a wonderful week and rise up and claim your life.